students. Today we are going to discuss about the topic Intrusion Detection Systems. Intrusion Detection System is a process of monitoring the events occurring in the computer system or a network and analyzing them for signs of intrusions, that is occurrence of the intrusions. These systems are either implemented on a dedicated hardware or a software as applications on a general purpose server. IDS are placed at strategic points, that is main points in the network that helps to monitor the traffic from all the devices that are connected together. It is defined as it may be tools or any methods or any resources that if it helps to identify, access or report unauthorized or unapproved network activity that has been occurred. This can help to detect and deal with the insider attacks as well as the external attacks, and are often it is useful in detecting if any violations occur apart from the security policies that has been framed, and helps to overcome the internal threats that has been occurred. So we should know about what are the functions of the intrusion detection system. It helps to monitor the users and system activity. It helps in auditing the system configuration for vulnerabilities and misconfigurations, and also it helps to access the integrity of the critical systems and the data files. It helps to recognize the known attack patterns in system activity. It also helps to identify the abnormal activity through many statistical analysis if it happens. It also helps to monitor and audit the trials and highlighting the user violations of policy or normal activity. Installing and operating traps, that is if traps means if any harm or undetectable or any lock that happens in the network can be recorded. What is not an IDS? Sometimes the thing which we are considering as an IDS are actually not IDS. See, for example, network logging system. This is not an IDS. This is actually network monitoring system. Also, the vulnerability assessments tools that we are using also not an IDS. It just helps to check out the bugs or flaws if it occurred in the operating system. Then antivirus products that are designed to detect the malicious activity that has been occurred, like virus Trojan horses, are also not an IDS. Then mainly firewalls, this is also not an IDS. Then any security or cryptographic systems or technologies implemented are also not comes under the IDS. So attacks can be generally classified into two types, that is passive attacks and active attacks. Passive attacks, it penetrates the system without compromising the IT resources. That is, it does not bother about the IT resources, that it will directly attack uh, and silently, that is without its interference. We should not identify that intruder has attacked, intruder has detected or changed anything in the system, that could not be identified. But active attacks, directly we could able to conclude that there is something occurred, that is attackers may be involved in actions like viewing or modifying or deleting the files in the system. So what is meant by intrusion detection system? It leverages a database attack signature to detect the malicious traffic, and Signature based, it is one of the most popular IDS system. It is very popular and effective, but it cannot detect zero-day attacks. Sometimes machine learning can be leveraged to create a model of a normal behavior of the network. Thus, a normal model can be used as a baseline to detect any abnormalities in the network. Uh, this intrusion detection system helps to monitor the traffic of the network passively, that is indirectly, that is without the knowledge of the users. Then IDs are not deployed inline in the topology. Instead, a network device examples through the switches or routers, uh, it is implemented. IDS then analyzes the traffic offline and matches the traffic streams with known malicious signatures. There are some advantages and disadvantages of IDS. It does not negatively impact the performance of the network when come to the advantages. Also, it does not affect the network if the problem or misconfiguration of the IDS occurs. But when come to the disadvantages, it cannot stop malicious uh, single packet attacks from reaching the target. It requires assistance from other networking devices to respond to the attack. There are two types of intrusions, host based and network based. When we come for a comparative study, um, network host based, it is narrow in scope, that is watches only specific host activities. It is more complex to set up. It is it is better for dealing with the attacks from the inside. It is more expensive. uh, the, the detection is based on what any single host can record. Detection is only single host can record the intrusions. It does not see packet headers. It usually responds after the suspicious log entry if it has been made. It is also OS specific. It helps to detect the local attacks before they hit the network. It helps to verify the successes or failures of the attacks. Uh, See, network based, it is broad in scope. It helps to watches all the network activities. It is very easier to set up. It is better for detecting attacks from the outside also. It is less expensive. You can compare with host based. Detection is also based on what has been recorded on the entire network. See, whereas single host support will be in the host based, but in the network based, the entire network activities has been recorded. It examines the packet headers. Also, it gives there some real time responses. It is OS independent, um, but whereas host based is OS specific most of the time. It helps to detect the network attacks as payload is analyzed. That is, earlier we could not predict if the payload, that is, if there finds any traffic in the network only, we could come to conclusion that there is an intrusion. Detects unsuccessful attack payments. Mm, but in the host based, both unsuccessful as well as successful attacks can be recorded. In the case of network, only the unsuccessful attempts are detected.